Did you know that statistically only 5.3% of people who watch our videos are actually subscribed? So if you could subscribe, it means so much. It's completely free and it goes such a long way. Enjoy the video.
We'll go on to the next game now. Brighton versus Newcastle United. Brighton win, Newcastle United lose yet again. As I said at the start, Joe, 2 wins in 18 Premier League games for Newcastle. This is basically relegation form, and they're only, you could say, just about above the relegation zone. Does Steve Bruce need to go?
I think so, yes. He's a very good manager, but his tactics are nowhere near up to scratch for the Premier League, in my opinion. Yeah, we changed him in the Championship because he just wasn't living up to what we knew we needed as a historically Premier League team. But I don't think he's a bad manager. I think he's very good at getting a team up, but I don't think he's the right man for the job for Newcastle at the moment.
Yep, Alex. After the defeat against Sheffield United, Steve Bruce said, "The gloves are off and we're doing it my way." Since then, they've lost another 7 games. It's not working at the moment, is it, for them?
No, he needs to put his money where his mouth is, and to do that, you need to change the tactics, change the formation, and everything. And he's just not done that. None of the players seem like they really want to play for him. I think Lascelles has been the only one that scored in the last 5 or 6 games, and he's got 3, and he's centre back. So, yeah, I don't know what he can do. Like, he's not really had the financial backing. He's bought a few players in for 20, 30 million, but the style of play that he's playing doesn't suit any of the big players that he's brought in. Like, Sam Maximan's been injured, fair enough. Callum Wilson's been injured. But he's brought in Joelinton, and he's about 40 million. He hasn't done anything. Almiron, I can't remember how much he was, like 20 or 30,
Yeah.
and he's not really done anything. So the players he has got, like, they're not really cheap players, but he's not playing to their strengths. And if he can play to their strengths, then they'll probably do quite well. But I think if he doesn't do it quickly, then it probably will be too late, because Fulham are a team in good form, picking up points, and Newcastle just aren't.
Yeah, but it looks like Newcastle are staying with Steve Bruce, even though they did lose to Brighton. Do you reckon Mike Ashley is one of the problems at Newcastle, that it always gets circulated around that because he's the owner? Do you think he could be? Well, he will. Most Newcastle fans will think he's the other problem, but is it mostly down to Steve Bruce or Mike Ashley yet again?
I think it's probably mostly down to Steve Bruce, because although they always moan that, like, they haven't got as much money as some other Premier League teams, whereas they are probably one of the biggest in the league at the moment, they have players like Sam Maximan, who could have gone to a Big Six club, but went to Newcastle because they had enough money to buy him. And that's the sort of thing that you want the owner of a club like Newcastle, who are probably quite big but are struggling at the lower end of the table, to do. But then you have a manager who doesn't play attacking football, and his defensive football isn't as good either. So they are consecutively losing games. So as much as they want to blame Mike Ashley, it's probably mostly down to Steve Bruce.